Hi, and welcome to Winning Wednesday, and welcome back. This is the first week in December, and it is so good to be back after the long Thanksgiving holidays. And so anyway, we're so glad you're here for today's tools, techniques, and technology. I'm Darren.
I'm Elisa.
And anyway, we're so glad you're here. We got a bunch of stuff on the agenda today.
Yeah, okay.
So tell us what's on our agenda.
Our main topic today is going to be the RE/MAX University. And I want to call this the University for Realtors. I mean, this site has so many things on it. You could go in there for 30 days and not get through everything. It's pretty cool. So we're going to do some highlights on that. Then we have our kudos to our agents and one of our vendors affiliates. Yay, my favorite. Then we have our tech item, which is the Bouge agent website. And we're going to talk about how easy that is to set up. It's a full-blown website. It's so cool. It's super easy. That's why we want to highlight on it, because it's so easy. And then we have our recommended book and podcast, How to Win Friends and Influence People. I love that book. And then we have one of our funny commercials.
In fact, it's not only is it a funny commercial, it's a custom commercial. And our agents here have the ability to customize all the national ad campaign and make it their own. So stay to the end to see how our agents integrate in with that. So let's get on to our main topic, which is RE/MAX University. And my belief is to be successful in any business requires a continual amount of education. And there's so much that happens in today's world that you need to stay up on and just change happens so fast. And there's been, I would say no better year, but no better example than this year of the amount of change and how to pivot regardless of what your business is. And RE/MAX has a fantastic platform that's an enormous library of resources. And the thing that's so good about that is there's content from all over the world, all over the U.S., that you can find the specific kind of content that you need for your business right now. And Elisa, you were checking that out. I asked you to go check that out. And what did you find? Because you could spend a lot of time there.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even know where to start when I went in there. There's just so many. There's marketing ideas. There's websites. There's webinars. There's classes. There's about anything that you could want in there. My highlights on what I really liked was, so it's called the Learning Tracks. And if you're a new agent to RE/MAX, it goes through, it teaches you a little about RE/MAX, and it helps you get set up with your website, your app, all that good stuff. And then it has a technology, I'm really bad at technology, but it made it super simple. There's some tutorials in there to show you how to do every little thing that you want to do. And they're short. They're like 3 to 5 minutes. So they don't even take any time, so you can learn how to set up all that stuff. And then it has new to the business. So it talks about setting up your business. And then there's another one where if you're on a team, because teams are huge right now, so you can go in there and see if the team philosophy is something that you're wanting to do. And then I thought this was so cool for agents. So you can click on the continuing education, and we have to have so many credits every year. There's a certain amount. And a lot of the times you'll have to go to different classes at title companies and other real estate schools, but it's all in one thing. It's all the credits that you need. You click on it, you pay for it, and you go to class. And that's it. So that was huge. I thought that was really big.
Right, and it's tied into the state of Idaho, and the Idaho Real Estate Commission gets your content, and once you complete the course. And what you see scrolling on the screen next to us it's right here, is part of that system. And basically, Elisa talked about teams. And if you're a team leader and you want to help train team members, this is a fantastic resource for that. I mean, not only do we have our proprietary classes that we teach here within the company, and we do those live. Then we have all this digital content to help support and enhance everything that's there. And there's national speakers, like we just saw Tom Ferry come up. There's Brian Buffini, all sorts of proprietary content that they provide for RE/MAX. So if you'd like to learn more about that, let us know, and we'll put some links down here below that you can access to after you watch this broadcast. Now to one of your favorite sections, right?
Yay,
The kudos section.
my favorite.
And first up, we have just a wonderful lady, Giovanna. I've known her for quite some time, and she's with Keller Williams, and she pours her heart and soul into her clients' needs. And anyway, she's very relationship focused and serving her clients, and she just does just a fantastic job. And anyway, just wanted to get some applause out to her for everything that she does, and she really is just a great professional. There's news has been in the topic of discussion. It seems like all of November, all of October, but there's one news source that we really like here, and it's a local news source, and Don Day does this at boisedev.com. And he does, and he has a few staff people, and they do a fantastic job of getting scoops on local news things, real estate, development, business openings, and their website is fantastic. They have a great Facebook page, and it's all free. They don't have any paywalls. By the way, they're not sponsoring us or anything. We just like their content. And they do have an insiders thing that you can pay a little bit and get some A+ information a few days, a week earlier. So check them out. We'll put their link down here below. But if you haven't been to their site, it is fantastic and well written and factual, and just your great standard kind of reporting that seems to be lost so often nowadays on our bigger news channels. And you saw a bunch of stuff there you like.
So when I went to their website, I really liked it, and I started following them. And once you start following them, you'll get like feeds on your Facebook and stuff, so you can read all the articles. But if you go to their website, what's really cool is they break down the areas of Boise. So say you live on the Boise bench, you can click on the bench, and then it'll bring up restaurants, businesses, any information, stories that they have specific to your community too. So that's pretty cool. I thought that was pretty neat.
Yeah. So check them out. They're just a great resource. And then one of our agents here, Chase Levitt, just a super guy, and he specializes in apartments and does a lot of multifamily and fourplex properties. And they have the Fourplex Investment Group, and they just do a fabulous job all over Ada and Canyon County. And they also have properties in Arizona, Utah, and other places within the country. So if you're looking to invest either here locally or out of state, Chase is a good guy to contact for that. And they have some good resources, and he's licensed in many of those other states too to help represent that. So that's great. We're really proud of his efforts and everything that he's doing. Now we have our tech item, and I like tech. I've grown up with tech. I enjoy tech. Elisa does not like tech. She's not the techie person. But when we talked about and we're setting up her website, and
He makes me do this stuff.
yeah, I make her do this. But it's a great example. So I said, Elisa, go into and activate your website and create it so it has an automatic link to your branded app. It will come up on your phone, and people can search the MLS. And anything that they do, if they want to be contacted, it'll end up in your CRM. Pretty sophisticated stuff to do that. Now, how did that? Tell.
Wait,
Super sophisticated, but super easy.
It's
right?
like so easy. It was probably maybe 5 to 10 minutes that I spent in there, and I just went to the Bouge site, which is really easy to get to, and just click on it, and it pulls up your all your information's already on there. And then it just builds a beautiful website. I mean, it's got all the pages. It looks like you spent thousands and thousands of dollars with a web designer to do it. So it's got all the pages. Yeah, it's got all the pages. Then it has like the coolest search. So people can search a property. They just type in whatever property that they found that they want to look at, and it brings it up, and then they can click on the virtual tour. And these are like beautiful full-blown pictures. They can take virtual tours. They have a new thing in there that's like a 3D tour, so you can like go into the house like you're really walking through it. They can do the searches, and then when they do the searches, then they can ask for a showing, and you can ask for a regular face-to-face showing or now a virtual showing. So they can ask for that, and then it sends all that information to your app on your phone, so you can see what they've been looking at and what they want to see. It's pretty sweet. It's like beautiful site.
So in the detail in the comments here below this feed, we'll put a link to Elisa's website that she just did, and I'll put a link to another page that I did that shows some easy customizations where you can add video,
change it. Yep.
You can add blogs, you can add custom searches to have particular types of property show up, and all sorts of content you can embed in there. So very sophisticated, very customizable, and very, very, very easy.
So easy. Oh my gosh.
And tech that doesn't work for non-techie people, because we're salespeople. What good is it? And you have to hire it out. So it's a huge, huge savings for that. Now, one of my favorite books, and many, many years ago, had a number of people said, Darren, you got to read How to Win Friends and Influence People. And I thought, that is the ridiculous. I already know how to make friends, and this is when I was much younger, and I knew everything then. Now I'm older, and now that I know what I don't know, which is it's more every day. And but I read this book, 15 years ago, and it was great. And every significant person who's incredibly successful, they always reference this book, and many of them read it or listen to it every year. And they came out with a new version a couple of years ago that's modified for the digital world. So how to win friends and influence people in the digital age. And so Dale Carnegie, who wrote this, and if you don't know the story about Dale Carnegie, he researched every, I had to go by train because there weren't planes at the time, and travel all over the country, visiting and spending an enormous amount of time with these incredibly successful people that built America, basically, and what made them successful. And he put this down into a book, and this one's been updated for the digital age. And what did you think about that?
I wrote down a couple highlights that I really liked. Of course, there's so much in the book, but a couple of things that I really liked is we're not creatures of logic, but we're creatures of emotion. So when you're talking to clients and friends, you need to have that in the back of your head. And everyone has a desire to be important. So if you have these simple concepts, it's really going to help make friends, be successful in business. And Darren is really good. He always says how much he appreciates me. And that is something that is really, really important for people, is to tell them that you appreciate them. Not flattery. Flattery is different, and flattery comes off sometimes as insincere, but appreciation comes from your heart. You're saying what you really feel, and people know that. So if you can tell somebody that they're appreciated once a day, it's awesome. It makes people feel good. And then he talks about arguing. Sometimes we always think we're right, and argument is just not the way to go. The only way to get the best of an argument is to avoid it. And I thought that was a really good point. Just walk the direction.
So if you have children of any age, whether they're on social media, communicating with people, look for tomorrow. We'll have an updated post of a quick visual on this book. And I don't know, it's 5 or 10 minutes, goes through some of the key aspects. But you know, the way people communicate on a digital platform and what they do on this platform, Facebook, or many others, are way different than how they would talk in person. And this really helps explain what they're doing and how to overcome it, and why they need to do so, and how it'll better their lives. So anyway, it'll be worth a listen. So check into that. And before we get to our quote, make sure you watch the video at the end. That's a customized commercial for one of our associates, Nick, and we can show you how easy that is to do, that tech to make that easy to work. So thank you so much for participating today, showing up, and what's our quote?
Okay, let's see if I can get through it without messing up. Okay. It's impossible to win an argument. If we lose the argument, we lose. If we win the argument, we have made the other person feel inferior and hurt his pride and make him resent us. In other words, we still lose.
Fantastic. So thank you very much. Find out more on winningwednesday.biz, because we're all about the biz, and we will see you next week.